video to everyone on my channel. As you can see, we've switched the BMWs, so now my current drift car is on the right side just because I need to get rid of this car. So I'm going to be pulling the seats, all the electrical, the wiring harness, the engine, the trans, basically anything good that I'm going to use or even might use, I'm going to take it off. And then the chassis is going to get sold or scrapped, whatever. I doubt anyone's going to want to buy it, so I'll probably scrap it. It's pretty rusty. What we're going to work on today is pull the seats out and then maybe start on the dash, or maybe just the seats and go into the hood. Well, I don't know, we'll see. But yeah, I'm gonna go take the seats out, go do a time lapse of that real quick. See you guys there. As you can see, we got the driver's seat out. It took a little longer than I expected. I struggled with the slide rails a bit. So next we're gonna work on the passenger seat. I'm just gonna jump to when I'm done with that. I got the passenger seat out, wasn't as bad as the driver's seat. There's one harness left because I have to get under the car to put a wrench so that the nut doesn't spin. But I got the rest of the harnesses out. I believe what we're gonna tackle next is the dash and the wiring. So my current wiring harness is wrapped in duct tape, so we're gonna be fixing that on this new chassis. But yeah, next step is gonna be take the dash out. I don't think it'll be too bad with most of it exposed like this, but I'm gonna pick it up another day and we'll see you guys when I start taking the dash out. Today, we're going to be starting on taking apart take off the hood and all the engine components I need to take off before I pull the engine. So like wiring harness, intake manifold. We're gonna be taking off the front core support as well. Yeah, so let's get right into that. See you guys there. Now that I got the hood off, it's going to make it a lot easier to get to everything in the engine that I need to. Next, I'm going to be taking off the front bumper and core support and radiator and all that stuff in the front. Not only that required the way I'm going to pull the engine, it's going to come right out the front, but also make it a lot easier. I can get a lot closer as opposed to being stopped right here. So it'll just be easier in the long run. I'm going to do a time lapse of that. See you guys when we're done with the time lapse. It may seem like I'm just kind of figuring this out as I go, which is true. I've never worked on a BMW this much, which means I'm kind of just figuring it out as I go, which is, it's fine. It's gonna work out in the end. I just wanted to let you guys know. we're at a little stopping point here. I've got the grills out, the headlights. Started taking the bolts off of this core support off. Next, we need to jack up the car so I can drain the coolant out, and then take the bumper off once the car is jacked up. So now, yeah, we're gonna take a little break from the time lapse, jack the car up, and go from there. So set you guys down, and I'm gonna get on that. So I rolled the car back a bit so I can get some clearance up here for the jack. So yeah, now we're gonna go ahead, jack it up, put on some jack stands, get the KBD bumper off, and go from there. So that's maxed out. This jack doesn't go that high, but high enough where I need it to. So I think we're gonna use jack stands. I was gonna use wheel ramps, but I think I wanna go with jack stands so I can turn the wheel to get the bumper off, I think. Check. Only concern with using jack stands in this car is the jack points are so rusted out. It's kind of a little sketchy being underneath it, but I haven't had any problems in the past. So I think we're gonna use jack stands. Let me show you guys the jack points. Here is the driver front jack point. It doesn't look terrible, but this is one of the better ones, if you can call that better. I'll show you the worst one. I'll show you the worst one right now. So there is the worst one, is the passenger rear. As you can see, there's nothing left really. That bar right there, it does support the car when I have to use a jack stand there, but I'm gonna try not to do that anymore. Obviously I'm getting rid of this car, so it won't be an issue, but yeah, that's one of the reasons I'm swapping chassis right there. But anyways, let's go put the jack stands in the front. But the car is on jack stands. Not a ton of room underneath, but enough for what I need for now. And then the car will be going on ramps eventually, I believe. So yeah, now we're gonna take the front bumper off, just zip tie it on with, and then there's 2 bolts in the front. All right, we got the front bumper off. Now we're gonna drain the coolant in the radiator, disconnect the radiator hoses, and should be able to pop the radiator out. I'm gonna set you guys up on the tripod, and we'll get to it. My coolant drain, whatever you want to call it, it's all broken off. I remember this from last time. So hopefully we can get a pair of pliers on it. So I actually just ran out of storage on my phone while I was in the process of taking out the drain plug on the radiator. But we got it drained now, as you can see, maybe hear it. Looks like it's pretty low on coolant, which I didn't think it was. So we'll give it a sec to see how much drains out. Now we're going to take off the top radiator hoses. If my phone does fill up with storage again, I might have to cut the video short. I'm in the process of getting some other recording camera, maybe a GoPro, possibly a DJI Osmo Pocket. I'm not sure. I'm going to do some more research and try to find a good deal on Marketplace, so that in the future, maybe next video, shouldn't have to worry about space because I have an SD card. Fortunately, with iPhones, you can't put an SD card in. So I might have to cut this video short. We'll see how far we get though. We're gonna take off the air filter while we're here, give us a little more room. My air filter setup is very janky. We're gonna be definitely redoing that on the new build. There we go. half one done. Oh yeah, she's coming out good now. There we go. So definitely was not low. Don't want to rip this top radiator hose, even though I have a replacement. Okay, we got that disconnected. Looks like the bottom is pretty much fully drained. We'll get this bottom radiator hose then. Oh, I guess we're gonna get it from the top, maybe. Yep, from the top. Probably tell from the videos my lighting in here isn't the best. I actually don't have power in this shop. So I've got 2 solar lights and 1 default battery powered light for overhead lights. It does well enough to see. For video purposes, it's probably not the best. I think I'm gonna get another light in here, maybe 2 more. We'll see how that goes. So as you can see, a lot more drained. It looks very dark because I had some oil in this pan. I'm not gonna reuse the coolant, so I'm not worried about it. But yeah, we got the top radiator hose disconnected, bottom radiator hose disconnected from there. So now we just got to figure out what is holding the radiator in. But yeah, so I'm gonna take the radiator out, guys, and we'll jump to when I get it out. So I decided I was gonna take the clutch fan out anyways because I already had the tool, and I was just going to do that, and it's not supposed to be shaped like that. It just bent. I'm gonna keep trying to get the clutch fan out. Might have to stop for today. Might have to buy another tool. We'll see. I got the other wrench, so we're gonna give that a shot. I'll let you know how it goes. Finally got the clutch fan out. Bent my tool a little bit more, but I bent it back and was able to get it out. I'll definitely need to buy a better quality tool in the future. This is off Amazon. It worked 3 times, so I'd say for 15 bucks wasn't bad, but definitely buy a better quality one if you're gonna be doing this. So got the clutch fan out. Now we have all this more room to get the fan shroud out and the. All right, so now at this point we've got the radiator out, the clutch fan and the fan shroud out. All right, as you can see, we got all this room now. So next step is gonna be taking the front grill nose panel off, and then this front radiator support. I spilled coolant everywhere. Luckily, this floor is not the best. As you can see, it doesn't matter. There's all the parts I've taken off so far. Also got these nice, these little sticky tags. So I've labeled this. I don't know what this plugged into, but as you can see, I labeled that unknown. And this was to the radiator. So let's say a month or 2 from now, when I get back to putting this in, I might not remember. So it's nice to have all those labeled. I've got, I think 80 of those. We'll see how far that gets me. But yeah, I plan on doing that to all the harnesses, unless they're obvious ones like the headlights. I won't label those. But so yeah, I don't know where to start on the nose panel. So I want to take a look real quick and set you guys up on the tripod, and we'll go from there. So as you can see, I got the front bumper off, the front radiator support and all that is right there and right there. This is a great stopping point for today's video. I'm not gonna dive into anything too deep right now. I've gotta clean up, and yeah, I need to end for the night. Got stuff going on tomorrow. But yeah, next video, we're gonna be disconnecting all the electrical for the engine, and along with the intake manifold, getting ready to pull. So we're not too far away. I got a nice day coming up this Friday. Supposed to be about 50 degrees. I might try to get the engine out that day. We'll see. Thank you guys for watching today's video. If you like this, please like and subscribe. There are going to be a lot more videos to come. And once we're done with this build, a lot of fun drifting content. So yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video.